What's up, guys? Welcome to the pad. I got a great video for you. Today's video is about having a system for growth, okay? It's cool to have goals, but if you don't have a system to get you going towards those goals, then you're never really gonna get there. You gotta have a system, so follow me. All right, you gotta have a system for growth. And yes, I do have a whiteboard inside my living room. It's getting pretty serious. So I have 4 gas money principles for growth, okay? And make sure you stay for the end because I have a 5th one that actually ties all 4 together and brings it all together and brings it to life, okay? So number one is report above. You got to report above. Before we move any further, I am trying to grow my YouTube channel because I know so many people need to hear this information. So make sure you like this, make sure you subscribe, make sure you comment, make sure you share it, okay? So I appreciate that. Let's continue in the video. All right, so this is the gas money way, okay? Before you check in with the world, before you check in with your emails, before you check into your job, you must check in to above. 100%. Like, I've lived life both ways. I've lived life totally not reporting above, not checking in with God. Even though God has been with me and he's been with you, imagine being in a relationship with somebody and that person, you're in a relationship and they're talking to you, but you're totally ignoring that person. When my life started changing was when I hit rock bottom and I surrendered. That position of surrendering, it's a posture of surrendering. You're at the end of your rope. And what happened at that moment was I unlocked, for me, such a foundational piece to my system that I do it every single day. So what that looks like, there's many ways to report above. There's so many people that will just tell you, yeah, just talk to God or just pray. I know how hard that is because I was one of those people like, dude, I don't feel connected. It's so hard for me. Like, I had vices, I had distractions. It's been so long that I even prayed, okay? So reporting above, what I do to start out is I do breath work, okay? I do the Wim Hof method. I do 3 rounds. That's 30 breaths. Actually, sometimes I do 15, sometimes I do 30. You could just type in Wim Hof, okay? I do 3 rounds like that just to get my mind to settle down, to focus. After that, you see my Bible here, okay? For me, it just depends on what I'm studying at the moment. But the Bible is a weapon. These words right here, and I want you to pay attention to this. It's alive. This is a weapon. This will transform you. These are not just words. They're not just words like I wrote right there. These words will hit you and transform you before you even know it. You won't realize it, but over time it will. And that's why I want you to report above every single day. So for example, you could just go to Psalms. I love the Psalms because in my realm of personal growth, personal development, the Psalms are a lot about identity, a lot about declarations. And so I'll read a Psalm, and one Psalm that I think you would love, actually, as a matter of fact, is pick up Psalm 27. That's on Team Gas Money. Psalm 27 is a staple Psalm. And whenever you're going through, if you have anxiety, if you have depression, if you're going through a battle, read that one. It will give you life. So I'll read it all. And what I actually do is I read it out loud. I will, anytime you read the Psalms, you want to read them out loud. After, okay? So I could keep going in depth on that, but after I do that, that's only going to take you a couple minutes. What I do, you could even do it like this. You could read a line and then close your eyes and meditate on it. That's one way. I just want to throw that out for you. But I read the whole Psalm, and then after that, I connect and I start praying to God. And I've made several videos on my little system that I've kind of cultivated. There is no system, by the way. I just want to make this really clear, it's a relationship. This isn't a transaction, it's not a system. However, I do like to give people some pillars to hang on to. So I'll talk to God, and the first thing that I do is I surrender. I surrender anything that I'm holding on to. So I'll be like, God, I give you this anxiety, I give you this stress, I give you my worries, I give you my business, I give you everything that I have. I offload it to God, and I make him worry about it. I'm like, I'm gonna pray, you worry about this, God, because I've worried about it for a long time, and it's gotten me nowhere. It's taken my peace of mind, so I just give it to him. From there, literally what I want you to do, and I'm just gonna simplify this, there's so much depth to all this, okay? But I'll tell you this, I sit there and I just try to download that message. I try to download what God is telling me, what moves I should make for my life, what direction I should take. And that's why I do the breath work, because it removes that carnal self. We all have a carnal self, a fleshly self. That pushes it to the side. That way it allows you to connect with God. And whatever God tells you, that's what I want you to get up and start. It's like a string. Pull it and start living it today. And then you show up again, same time, same location. This is the chair that I sit in every morning. Same time. I wake up early, before the sun is out, before 5 a.m. And then I pull that string again. And then I go out and act again. Okay, does that make sense? So if God is telling you, I know in the beginning it was kind of like, no more alcohol, Mike, no more anxiety medications, no more weed pen, get up and move. If that's what God is telling you, go do that, because then the string gets pulled more, and then he tells you the next step. So that's what I want you to do. That's reporting above. That's the best part. This is how you want to start your day. Do not start it by opening up your email and stressing yourself out. This is about aligning yourself and grounding yourself. You need God in your life, so start out like this. Number two is create an identity statement. This is your 10.0 self. All right, number 2, identity. Don't judge my handwriting. All right, so this is your identity statement. This is your 10.0 self. I'll put it to you this way. You need to create your superhero character, okay? That's the easiest way that I can explain it. And there's more to all this, but I want you to start right here, okay? Just follow my lead and start right here. No matter the goal, whatever the goal is, I don't really care what it is. I don't care if you want to make 1 million in a year, or if you want to make 100 million in a year. I don't care if you say, I want to own cars and mansions and businesses. I don't really care what it is. The question after what, once you decide and are very clear on what it is you want, the next question that you got to ask is not how. Don't ask how. The question that you have to ask is who. Who must you become to achieve that desired result? So I want you to get very, very detailed. Imagine if you're the director of a movie and you're curating the main character. Who is that main character? And I want you to realize the question that you have to ask is, okay, let's say if I want to make $10 million in a year. What are the habits of a $10 million guy? What time does he wake up? What does he say to himself? What is his demeanor? What is his energy? Get very detailed. You feel what I'm saying? And so how does this look? It's like, how does he walk? How does he talk? Does he have confidence? Does he have courage? Is he bold? Is he a leader? Do people listen to him? I want you to say everything in the present tense. All right, so I was trying to find self-identity statement that I wrote before. I've written, this is every day, guys. I'm telling you, like, I have books of this, okay? And this is a big part of my progression. This is what has allowed me to progress. And I think a lot of people don't have this. Like, they literally don't know who they are. If you are unable to tell somebody who you are, then you don't really know who you are, and you're probably not going to get to where you want to go. So here's some examples that I'll tell you. I am fearless. I am confident. I fear nothing. I'm at peace with myself. I'm a leader. I fear no situation. I get more calm when the lights are on. I love being on camera. I have a big presence. I have the wisdom to guide and lead my team. I am ready to speak at a moment's notice. I kill all speaking engagements. I reject negative thoughts. I'm a winner. I carry a king-like presence. I carry God everywhere I go. You get kind of the idea, right? And I just want you to start. And I want you to write everything in the present tense. And it's not I will, or I will try. No, it's I am. This is who I am. I am a leader. I'm a winner. I act, and this is what I do, because you're the main character, okay? Number 3 is self-talk. How are you speaking to yourself? Boom, self-talk. All right, so the third one is self-talk. Like I said, or I don't think I told you this, but if we were to put your self-talk on a loudspeaker, would we be ashamed, or would we be like, dang, that guy, whew, watch out for that guy right there, be that guy? And as a matter of fact, most people would be embarrassed, ashamed of their own self-talk. So your self-talk is actually going to stem from your identity statement. These are your affirmations. So if you wrote in there, you're like, I'm a leader, I'm bold, I'm fearless. When you go through your day, when you're walking through your day, when you're going about, what are you telling yourself? When you're working out and you're doing curls, when you're doing push-ups, are you telling yourself, I hate this, I can't wait to leave? That's bad self-talk. I want you to tell yourself, I'm a leader, I got this, nothing could stop me. I'm a beast, I'm a savage, I'm a winner, I'm a leader. I love getting on camera. Any sort of adversity that I face, I smash it. If you do this while you're doing an activity, say you're driving, you're walking in the coffee shop, you're going through the grocery store, you're working out, that's such a great time to do that. And you want to do it, the best time to do this is when you are scared, when you are in a moment of adversity. That's when I want you to, it's basically you're pulling out a sword right there, and you're just like, you're responding. You respond with your self-talk that's directed from your self-identity, your affirmations. And number 4, you got to have a job, a purpose, a mission, okay? A job, purpose. And make sure, like I said, you stay to the end, because I have a 5th one that I'm going to tie all of this in together. A job, a purpose. My life changed when I found purpose. And what I say all the time is your purpose is hidden in your trauma, okay? Whatever you've gone through, that is going to be where you're going to find a part of your purpose, okay? So for me, it was lack of confidence, lack of self-esteem. It was dealing with alcohol because I didn't love myself. I was running, I was escaping, anxiety medication, self-worth issues, judgment, self-criticism, all those things. Guess what I'm doing right now? I am living my purpose. My life is the purpose. My life is the message. So I want you to sit there in those morning hours, and I want you to figure out what your purpose is and how to figure it out. You want to know how you figure it out? You figure you out. Okay? You don't just imagine and be like, I want my purpose to be this. Nah, this has to stem from deep inside from you. That's essentially funneled from God. God is funneling this through you and directing you in those morning hours. That's why it's so important that you get rid of distractions, vices. You want to hear God's voice and your purpose for your life crystal clear, where there is no confusion at what your purpose is. Why is this important? Because this is going to get you up on the days that you don't want to get up. I know there's days when you just want to, the alarm goes off at 3:30 a.m. or 4 a.m. and you're like, it's Thursday. Somebody's waiting on you. Somebody's waiting to see your post. Somebody's waiting to see your message. Somebody's waiting to hear your words of motivation or affirmation. Somebody's waiting on you. That is part of your purpose. So that's why I want you to anchor a more of a leadership type of responsibility to your life. Don't just think it's all about me. Make it about others. When you make it about others, you take all the pressure off yourself, you take all the attention off of yourself, and you actually free yourself because now you're living for others. That's the greatest reward that you can do. A lot of our suffering comes from living for me. Once I stopped being like, let's drink, me. Let's pop this pill, me. Let's smoke this little weed pen, me again. So all day it's just you. I'm like, that's what we got to stop. Let's make it about other people, and you will actually start coming into your own. And to be honest with you, I didn't just sit there one day and I wasn't like, this is my grand purpose. Nah, definitely didn't happen like that. You want to know how it started out? Was God said, drop this vice, go to the gym. And I did that for months, and that's all I heard. Do that and then follow that next step. And that's how you walk into your purpose, and the purpose expands. God's not going to give you a grand purpose if you're not responsible enough with the little tiny things that he's given to you in your life. So take care of the small things. It leads to the bigger things. All right, come follow me. I'm gonna wrap this baby up. So you know how I said there was a fifth one? There 100% is a fifth one, okay? So all of these are great. We went over reporting above, identity statement, your self-talk, your job, your purpose, your life's mission, okay? I want you to remember when you do all of these things, you have to have a spirit of excellence. There has to be a spirit of excellence with everything that you do right here. So I'm just gonna write this down, a spirit of excellence. You could totally go through this and be like, yeah, I checked off all these boxes. I'm like, yeah, you checked them off, but you didn't really put a high standard on it. You just kind of slapped it all together. Everything that you do, attention to detail, how you do anything is how you do everything. Make it nice. Make everything, put your entire heart and soul, like freaking 100% on every little thing, and make it better every single day. After today gets done, do it better tomorrow. 1% better. Do it again the next day. Do it better. Okay. The next one is style. For me, I'm just telling you what I do. I mean, a lot of people have bits and pieces of this, but check this out. I'm not trying to be like everybody else. I want Gas Money style. I want your style on it. How can you make this your own? How can you put your mark on the world? Put a little style on it. Put a little swagger on it. If you're saying your self-talk, are you saying your self-talk like, I'm a savage, I'm a leader, you know? No, you're like, you got to put some Muhammad Ali in it. You got to put some Bruce Lee into it. You got to put some, like Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. You got to put some Gas Money on it. Put a little swagger on it. The third one, heart, passion. This one's important. Conviction. Okay. Can people tell that you care? When they see you walking around, can they tell, oh, this guy, he's intentional? Or is he just, oh, this is what he came up with. He just rolled out of bed. No, you are intentional with this, intentional with your identity, intentional with your self-talk, and you are intentional with what you do. And as a matter of fact, anybody who gets anywhere in life, whether it's a dope body, a dope business, even spiritually, they have, they save souls or whatever it may be, in any category, they have a lot of passion. They have a lot of heart. They care. They're very intentional with everything that they do. Okay. So that's why that's important. Because if you're not intentional, you're gonna get subpar results. And this last one, I just want to really hammer this one. Conviction. Do people believe you? When you speak, would I believe you? Do you believe you? If I were to look in your eyes, can I see like, no, this guy is serious? The eyes, Chico, they never lie. You have to convey that. And one thing that I will say is when you live like this for 365 days per year without missing, you will have that conviction, because every single day you reported above. Every single day you worked that identity. Every single day you did your self-talk. Every single day you didn't take a day off from your purpose. For the last 5 years, I haven't taken one day off on none of this, not one day. Every single day I've written in my journal. Every single day I've worked on all these. And that's why I progressed very far, very fast, very, very quickly. All right, that's a wrap for the video, guys. So if you stayed to the end and you're not on my team already, you gotta be on my team. I wanna see you level up. I wanna see you just rise and kill it. We need more savage saints. We need more people just really killing it in life. Like, don't settle, okay? So you can reach out to me on Instagram at GasMoney1, okay? Follow me on Instagram, send me a message, or you can click the link below and fill out the link right there and say, hey, I want some coaching. I'll hit you back, and then I'll get you all squared away, and then let's do this, okay? I'll see you guys on the next video. Make sure you like this, share it, comment on it, and I'll see you on the next video.